Okay, good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for coming to this very special event. This is live Gareth's Query Corner. Awesome, thank you very much. It's really interesting that it's this late at night because a lot of people are drunk already, including the panel as well. So, bear with us. Bear with us as we get through this. So, we are going to crack it off first. In fact, are you guys having a good time? There you go. Blood and Glory 2013, Blood and Glory 2014, yes? Yes! That's what I like to hear. Right, so the first question is, now this is a question that has been sent in several times, and I think it is in relation to drinking wine. So, panel, spit or swallow? This is from Jack Spedding. What do we think? When we are sampling wine, do we spit or swallow? Because that's what he means.
What about you, Mo?
I don't drink wine, so don't drink alcohol.
Don't drink wine. I swallow my wine.
Swallow.
I spit my wine like a lady.
Just taste a bit, spit it out, okay? That Jack Spedding, where is he?
Down there.
Jack, I was
Awesome. So the next question is from a lady. Ooh, a lady. Michelle says, where are all the wood elves? Now that is a really good question because I haven't seen any at all. Finding wood. Finding wood. Why are we not seeing any?
A, because they're terrible, and B, across the 4 events over the weekend to Skirmish 500, 1200 and Championships, Wood Elves have had 1 game.
And then they dropped out, didn't they? Who was that?
Might have been me.
And I'm sad. Awesome. Yes, we are going to go to the floor now. We're going to go to Mr. John Kerr. John Kerr, are you about? He's just over this way. Follow me around, cameraman.
Right. So, if you cast, like, the stubborn spell from the gut magic on a unit with the stubborn crown, do you get, like, double stubborn? Yeah?
Okay, we'll go over to Mark.
means you're a total new player who shouldn't really be playing Warhammer, who should actually start playing 40k.
Is there a story behind this one, Gareth?
Okay.
So John's playing with said gut magic, with said stubborn crown on his gut star, and cast stubborn on him anyway. It's just a shame he didn't cascade. Well done, John.
Love it. Thank you very much, matey. Now, this is an interesting question. I know this is in relation to the quiz that we've been sending out as well. This is from Dozer, and it's who has a man masher? Does anybody here on this panel know? Mark?
Ooh, I don't know. Who has a man masher in this room? Where's Mark? Oh, he's got a mini man masher.
And let's answer the question.
I ain't got a clue.
Ben, do you actually know the answer to this question?
Yes. Sounds like it's one of the Beastman special characters, but because the quiz is still in progress, I'm not going to give the answer away.
Oh, there we go. Even though this is going to be aired afterwards. Okay, we're going to go to the floor again. We've got Kyle Grundy, who's got a very interesting question. Kyle, go on.
Basically, is Teto Echo the best character ever?
Do you agree? Is Tato Echo the best character ever in Warhammer?
No. Is that the one that gives D3 Vanguard?
Yeah, favourite special
No. Frog.
Frog?
Frog's the best. I don't know. Reroll Comet's good, yes. I agree. Okay, I'm going with him. Yes, he is.
Absolutely. Fat Craig, what would you say is the best Warhammer character?
I'd put Teto Echo in my top 3, and Throg would probably be one of the others. I don't know about the third. Who?
Teclis? Maybe. And what about you, Mr. Wildman?
I'm going to say Gazilla the Hunter from the Old Goblin book.
Fair enough. Okay, awesome. Thank you very much for that question. Okay, this is a question from Paul Haley from Nuneaton. Which is the best, South Coast GT or Blood and Glory?
Okay, audience reaction. So, if you think it's South Coast, give us a cheer. And if it's Blood and Glory.
So, South Coast GT it is then. Awesome. We are going to go to the floor again to Chris Wilson's question. Chris?
So the argument about... Right, yeah, I wrote it down for him, but... Yeah.
The argument about Ruby Ring and Witch Hunter and the Killing Blow and the Sniper Roll has gone for a long time. So the argument is, does Ruby Ring and Ruin, as it distribute a shooting, get the Sniper Roll? Because you distribute your attacks as hitting a certain target. So can you target on them? Yeah. Because it's a shitty rule. It shouldn't be there. A 75-point character should not be able to kill a 60-point Vendalord. But it's in there.
We've brought Mo in as professional Warhammer referee. So we're going to hand this one over to Mo.
I have been asked this question at a different event before, and I can't remember the exact reasoning, but it is he doesn't get the sniper rule with the ruby ring, because it says he gets a sniper rule and that applies only to shooting. Ruby ring is distributed as shooting, but it's not a shooting attack, so you don't get sniper. Possibly as well, but yeah, you definitely don't get it. I've checked it, and for a different event, basically.
Mo wins.
Mo wins. Okay, awesome. Do you want to give him a dice? That's your dice. Good catch, sir. Good catch. So we have a question here from Mike Ralph, and it's quite a complex one, so get your thinking caps on. Why do fools fall in love? What about you, Mo?
It's too painful to talk about.
Too painful to talk about. No, nobody loves Mo.
I'm sure there's a song about this.
I think there is a song about that, which I'm not going to sing. Oh, you want me to sing it? Why do fools suddenly... I don't know the rest of it. No, I'm not doing it again. Awesome. Right, we're moving on to Chris Phillip. If a unit is immune to psychology, passes through a fungus forest, is the unit still affected by the stupidity effect?
Yes.
Why yes?
Because you just are. It's the rules. Yeah, 6th edition hangover, as Mo says. It's an old rule where you couldn't be affected if you was immune to psych, but yeah, stupidity isn't as... Yes.
I wasn't around when 6th edition was here.
Are you a little bit inebriated, dear? Right, okay. We're going to move on. Mark's too drunk. That was Chris Phillip. Awesome. Okay, in fact, while we're still with Chris as well, you've got another question, sir. Let's go over to you.
Read this.
Yeah, you do. Go on. Oh, it is a love letter.
Do you want to read it?
No.
Okay.
Go on.
It says, Dear Mark, you and I both know I'm rubbish at this. I've got a lovely draw tomorrow morning against orcs in the Watchtower. How is the best way to unseat a large orc block from a building?
Mark, do you understand? From him, who just read it.
What magic have you got?
It's got death magic.
From you?
Yeah.
Doom and darkness. Terror. No. Make him lose combat. Or something like that. Panic. Right. Doom and darkness is...
Yeah, Ben, I'm going to move to you because Mark's babbling along.
Me and Craig will take this one. What do you reckon, Craig? Bit of doom and darkness on the unit?
The only issue is if it's Savage Orcs, then they could be a handful to get rid of. So.
You can't start with savages in there, though, unless he's only got 20. He wouldn't do that, would he?
No, but it's 20 savages.
Put Manglers for his own Savage Orcs.
How'd you win combat in a single lone vampire? Booyah.
That's like 30 strength 5 attacks, then.
You'll be fine. Hits you on 5s. Doom and darkness is your friend, I think. Doom and darkness will make them panic, unless they're savages. If they're savages, stick your chaff in front of them, stop them getting in the building.
And I hope to see that in play tomorrow. Right, so just... Oh, go on.
Mark had this at the Throne of Skulls, didn't you, Mark?
So if a unit's frenzied, they've got to take a frenzy check to get them out of the building. If they fail their frenzy check, they leave the building, but they can't charge. So that's one way to get them out of the building. Because that happened to me. So Doom and Darkness, minor leadership, make them charge you, but because they're coming out of the building, they can't charge. So they just basically leave the building and go... Ah.
Good question from the drunken man.
Absolute good answer, yeah. How drunk are you? Okay, this is a question from Rob Hall. Do you get a lookout, sir, from Fiery Convocation, whatever it is?
No, there's nothing in the rules that let you. It's not a spell template, and you only get a lookout sir against template, or if it says you, it does.
That's good. So a no. Well done. Is Rob in the room? Is Rob in the room? Rob's not in the room. Okay. Question from Andy Potter, and it says on his location varies. Andy No, I'm not going to do it. If demons win the roll-off for Watchtower and put a large unit or plague bearers in the building, what can I do, Andy Kiss Kiss?
Cry. 20 plague bearers in the building will be a massive problem. Charge him, hope he rolls a 12.
How can you get them out of the building?
He says, hope the units are more than 20 or something. I don't know. It's a really tough matchup. What I'd say is just, it's all about the Watchtower, so try everything you can just to get that Watchtower. You know, every time you chuck a combat in, if you can win by 1, he's going to roll a pop test. If he rolls a 12, he's gone. So, you know, it might sound like long odds, but it is all about that Watchtower.
Okay, Mark.
Another one. Go on, Mark.
Flaming attacks make you reroll wounds in the building, so that's always good.
And because Blood and Glory, if the person in the Watchtower wins the game, he gets 15 battle points. Andy can pick up another 15 elsewhere by tertiary and secondary objectives.
Do we have a suggestion from the audience? Was it you? You had a suggestion?
No, I said turn the microphone up because we can't hear you.
Speak louder. Coming over here.
Wind blast.
Wind blast.
It won't push you out of the building. Wind blast will not push you out of the building. 50 archers with Khalida and flaming probably will get you out of the building.
Okay, right, guys. This is the last question I'm going to ask you now. It's a bit of a head scratcher. Maybe, Ben, I'm not going to get you to answer this one. This is from Ian Ralph in the audience. What do you want to see in 9th edition? And no, it's not too early. Mo.
I'd like to see like 8.5, just the same game, but refined a bit, so it's just a bit tighter. But I'd like the same game because I think it's the best edition so far.
Best edition, I like it. Good. Fat Craig.
I want Wood Elves to be better and Space Marines.
Dear Lord.
I want no Ben Currys.
No Ben Currys. Yeah, okay, yeah, go on.
I'd like to see a glossary. One of the things Warhammer's missing is fixed terms for rules. So the same sort of similar rules. A glossary of this means this whenever it's used. Wielder, bearer, you know, and that sort of thing cleaned up.
Awesome. Well, boys and girls, I would like you to give you a massive big hand to our Query Corner rules people. Thank you very much and safe journey home.